I'm 33 and he's 34, which I just had to convince him of the other day.
You forget.
I'm originally from Park City, Utah. I've lived in Boston and was recruited out here and got married, so I stayed. AJ's born and raised Coloradan. Is that how you say it? Coloradan?
Yeah, I've lived here my entire life.
Yep.
Right,
He works for a roofing company as a production manager, so he's busy all the time. And I work for an audiologist. I'm a practice manager for him. Since we got married, I mean, we've always talked about it, but it was a matter of getting everything settled and trying to figure out what we wanted. And then I started emailing our mortgage guy, Clinton, about a year before we bought, and he answered all my questions about credit score and financing, and because I'm a person who likes to be prepared. So we've exchanged emails for about a year.
I was tired of paying somebody else's mortgage. I mean, we can actually put the money towards something that's ours instead of somebody else's.
And for me, it was, I wanted my own house that could be as clean as I wanted it to be, or as messy as I wanted it to be, and just kind of put my own stamp here in Colorado, because in my adult life, I've moved so much that I wanted to kind of have some roots and be here with my husband. I don't know how many houses we looked at.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, but there was, over the summertime, every weekend, we were going in looking at houses and putting in an offer on a house every weekend. And it just wasn't working for us. We were trying to do the FHA where we got a grant and that type of thing, and nobody was accepting our offer for that. And then the market boomed late in the summer, and it was Clinton just said, you know, guys, this is not gonna work. You need a down payment. So we scrimped and saved and stopped going out to eat. But in 4 months, we were able to save our 3% down payment, and we started again in November, and that's when we saw this house. Oh, Clinton is, I mean, he's everything that you'd ever want in a mortgage guy. When I talk about where I got my mortgage, I'm like, you need a guy. It doesn't matter if it's male or female, but you know what I mean? You need a guy.
You need a person.
And he was like on our team. He was there. He was like our Edelman to our Brady, you know what I'm saying? He was awesome. And I thank him. I'm so thankful for him. I couldn't have asked for better. What did my credit score need to be? What did we need to do as a couple? Were we going to put the house on both of our credits, or was it just one or the other? And you know, what was credit score? I didn't know. You know, there was 3 scores that are just thrown at you, and then there's this FICO deal over here, and there's the Vantage score over here. What is that? And you know, he explained it all to me. We were paying $1,350, which they just re-rented our townhome for $1,600 a month. It's $1,440, so $100 more.
right. That's awesome. And that's everything. That's your
Insurance, we have an FHA loan, so we have mortgage insurance, and then it's our homeowner's insurance, and taxes, all that stuff, yeah. All that stuff. Nikki Hyatt and Michael Johnson, they work as a team for Your Castle Realty.
Okay. How was that experience?
Oh my gosh, they're adorable.
They're great.
They're great. They're more like friends. They gave us a housewarming gift when we moved in. They, you know, walked us through the process and were like, okay, this is what you're gonna need to do. This is how strong your offer needs to be, that type of thing. And they were adorable. They were so nice. It felt a little damaging, I guess. I don't know if that's
Like,
the right word.
The first one did. You know, you put an offer in, you're like, oh yeah, this is the house, this is great. And they're like, no, you got outbid. And you're like, once you get to about 5 or 6, you're like, okay, well, there's another one.
Yeah, you really expect it's not gonna happen. And when it actually finally did happen, I remember we got the offer accepted, and we were so excited. Like, I cried and I couldn't eat, and I'm an eater, I love to eat. And it was just like, and then that night, 11 o'clock, we were laying in bed and we both woke up and we're like, we're starving. Because we hadn't eaten, because we were so excited. I was shaking. It was almost like I didn't believe it was gonna happen.
She called me at work. She was like, our offer was accepted, and I just set the phone down. I'm like,
Well,
the girls in the office were like, your wife's still on the phone. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I need a minute.
Give me a second.
And then every day until we closed, on my way home from work, I would come drive by this house and just wave at it and go to our townhome. Just waited and waited and waited.